Hello and welcome to the American Outback. You catch us doing a bit of haymaking. So at the end of the last episode we cut this grass and I've gone away and purchased a tedder. I've actually gone for the smallest tedder and quite a large tractor, but it doesn't make any difference. I am currently turning the grass into hay, and we will then pick this up with the forage trailer. Because this is multiplayer, I do not want to, although we're not having multiple people on here, it is a multiplayer server. I do not want to have do baling, although baling would be really good. What the strange things happened there. I would want to do baling, but I think because of the issues it creates, so baling creates lag. We're not going to do that. We are just going to pick this up with the forage wagon. I've kind of started here pretty much, so you caught me at the beginning. I'm just sort of re-going over this. It doesn't really make any odds what happens. It is quite wide now though. We're going to go up here now. Try not to get things stuck on the back of the tractor. I got the actual tedder stuck, so that was kind of funny. So just want to make sure that we sort of cover everything. We will pick this up with the windrower and the forage trailer, and then we'll have some hay. We'll drop it into the silo because we don't need this just yet. We will be making forage or TMR with this, but for the moment we just kind of want to got to be kind of careful with this because it basically goes everywhere. So we went for the Fanax 640, which is the Vicon Fanax 604. It's the smallest header. It's maybe 3 meters, I think. It's not huge. 6 meters. Was it 3 meters? Either way, it's not big. But that's fine because these are not huge fields. We're not doing 5 lines of thing. I don't think this fits onto the back of the would fit onto the back of the mower. Actually, it would be cool if it did, because we could potentially use that off the back and save a step, but I don't think we can do that, so we will just work with what we've got. So we will sort of collect this all together with the windrower. We're using the front-loaded windrower, so it does make life a little easier in some respects, but it also makes life a little harder in some others. That's fine. So we just have to make sure we catch all of the grass that we cut, and we turn into hay. Fairly straightforward task. And we will basically have some hay for the cows. We could buy this stuff in as well. I mean, one of the things that people, I know people complain about realism, but a lot of farmers do buy in bales. I kind of mentioned previously one of the when I grew up in a farming area of the United Kingdom, predominantly sheep and cattle, and they needed hay and silage, and they needed straw. They brought in all their straw. They couldn't, the crop required to make straw was just not growable in the anywhere within a couple of 100 miles of where I lived. It was just too wet and not warm enough. Grass and hay was doable, and they did a lot of silage. Hay was trickier because the weather was, generally speaking, to a certain point in August, it was literally impossible to cut grass or make hay. So we have done that field in its entirety now, so we will head back over here. We shall drop this guy over here out of the way. And where did I remember now. We put him all the way. We put him all the way over there, and we really shouldn't have bothered. I will move this into a group. Not sure where yet. I think I'll put him in 3. Yeah, that's where this is. So moving it around, we will take this down, and we will get this guy running and picking up its next task, as it were. And then we shall be sorted with the haymaking. We will do this and repeat this a couple more times, and I think I may do a big field, which will be just purely for things. So let's get, I don't know the best way to do this actually. Right. Pickups down. Let's lower the RUNRAR. So this is actually picking up some of the original stuff. So this is going to be somewhat. I have to do this a little bit carefully. We'll get that when we come back. We're essentially going to try and get 2 rows of this into one. It speeds things up. We're not suffering like we did on Cherry Hills when we have 2 rows where we get so much of the stuff. We can literally pick up no more. I'm gonna kind of swing around now. I'll try and pick up all the scraggly bits when we sort of tidy up at the end. But we kind of got to be careful. When we're turning, it's really hard to do the pickup and make sure we get the maximum amount, just because of the corner. So I will go across and we'll pick up what we can pick up, and I'm going to try and get that. In this trail is basically making it impossible to turn. I want it to turn. It's tight turning circles that basically sometimes you just can't. The trailers just limits you completely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of circle this around because I really kind of want to pick up everything. It's really funny once you start turning, you kind of in this kind of screwed state. We will probably get maybe about 70k off this field. Maybe if we're lucky. I'm kind of looking at it, and yeah, we should get. Yeah, we'll definitely get 70k. Let's try and get that piece over there. Trick is to get that enough of that going forward. And then it does feed it backwards, which is kind of cool. So I wonder how much we will get total. So we will, if we get 100k into the TMR mixer, it will be full. And it'll make us 150,000 litres at least. So it basically means we've got enough food for a while. So we do have to be a little bit careful. But I don't. We might end up with about 90k. We will come back for that in a minute, because we are literally at the end. Over up the last few dregs, and we'll come at that from a different angle. So we won't have 100k, which is a shame. So in terms of TMR, we have two of the components now. We don't have any straw. I Yes, we did. We put some straw in there yesterday, didn't we? Sorry. We do have some straw. We bought some straw bales and we put those in there. So we do actually have some straw. But we still need silage. So this is going to go into the store. Our combines are finished as well. So we have, let's get this into the silo. What? Hay's not accepted. I thought I changed this. Ah, damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to fix that. Because we have no place to store our hay at the moment. Which is annoying. Okay, we'll come back to that. This guy is done. Let's check out these. Okay, so he is let's get this folded up. And we will need a trailer, so we'll grab that in a minute. We've got him off the field anyway. What I'm going to do is just going to pop him out of the way here. I am going to start this guy. Now, this guy is, I'm going to run this myself because we are basically making a new, well, we're effectively recreating the field. I will get rid of the offset. We will allow to create fields. So I want to get the positioning right, so we're going to go all the way down here. We're just merging these two things together. It just basically means we can treat these two fields as one. I'll have this guy and I'll reset him to do the ploughing on the other side of the bit we've just harvested, so we'll do that in a few minutes. But effectively what we're doing is just combining these two fields. It effectively doubles the size of the field. Makes it a little bit easier to manage as well, because essentially it becomes one usable field. I'm pretty sure it'll be fine when we merge these two things together. But I say we're kind of just ploughing them together at the moment. That's the thing. So we are a good way into this. We'll check on the other harvester in a minute. Once we've set this guy ploughing this bit on the left as we travel down. So I have been thinking about big bud equipment we can use on this map. We have the cultivator that we picked up but I'm trying to think if there's anything else. The cedars are too big. They would literally do most of these fields in literally like 5 minutes. So I just want to get the edges matched up, and we will lift. It's well done. Limit it to fields. Now we are now no longer on create mode. And now we can let the helper get the helper to do their thing. Hopefully the helper will basically turn right and not left at the end. So that's good. So we're ploughing, we're making sure the fields are ready. This is getting cultivated. It's fertilized as well. Ploughed and fertilized, good stuff. Our chop straw is actually working as well, which is good. It's one of the things I was kind of, it's the first time I've added chop straw to a map, so I was kind of, will this work? It looks like it did, so that's cool. So, well, let's just go check on this guy. There are those little weird lines, and we got those on I get those on a couple of the maps, and I think it's because of the growth mod. So let's pop this over here. Let's put the pipe out. We've got to get we have to get a truck up here or whatever to unload. So this is going to be a little mission at some point. That guy is now ready to unload, so we do need to get something. I'm just going to check on this guy, make sure he's going right instead of left when it gets to the end. And we missed a little bit there, but it doesn't really. It's probably like 10 litres. Ah, damn it. Yep, he went left, not right. It's a good job I was watching that. This is a common little annoyance that I have with some of the workers. Sometimes they do this. So the trick is I've got to start him from this side. He will probably go and do the entire field now. If I leave him and he basically does thing, he will basically keep going, won't stop. So it is a tad annoying, but it's fine. It's not as if he's costing me money to a certain extent. Right, let's grab this guy and let's get the one of these things unloaded. So we need to go this way. Come on. We notice it's kind of how small the cars are compared to this tractor. That's just weird. Sorry, it actually looks like there's a, well, not, I wouldn't say an issue, but it just looks like there's a quirky kind of slightly shrunken car thing going on, because the cars looked very small compared to be honest, I never really compared them, but literally that was tiny. I'm going to pop this guy over here out of the way for the moment. My dog has gone nuts again for whatever fly or whatever she's been watching for the last 10 minutes while I sat in my chair. Let's get this back to the farm. Put forward drive on. There's wheels spinning there, which is kind of weird. We're not that heavy, so I am surprised. So we will go and drop this into the silo. We will actually unload this later into the, we'll take the tipper and drop him in, but into the pig food mixer, but we will for the moment put him in the silo. We do need to go and get that canola, so let's go out of the farm here. And I need to just try and figure out the best route. Okay, let's go straight and then try not to swim in the river. So I was watching a couple of videos earlier in the week. Well, actually yesterday and tonight, or today, sorry. And I did attend, there's actually a boat mod which I discovered. So a mod to create, essentially create speedboats, which was rather intriguing. I did like the look of. And they don't work with all maps, so it depends on the map. So it's quite cool. They were doing it around a map called Lost Islands, I think it is. And basically that map is just basically islands. I think each island has a little field on or something like that. It's really quite weird, and there's bridges and stuff interconnecting the two. But they have these boats that essentially you can, not power boats, you can drive around the water with, which is quite cool. So here we are. We can actually do field 8 from this end. I don't know why I went up to the top there. If we finished at this end, it would have been easier for unloading. So we'll go, we'll take this up, unload the combine there, and then we should be good to go and take this back to the farm. Drop this in storage. I'm going to cut through these bushes because I'm kind of lazy like that. Right, let's figure out our way back. It's probably best bet is the back way we came, but we'll actually cut across the field. So this field needs prepping. So we'll bring up the plough at some point after it's finished with field 7 and 8, and then we'll sort this field out. We'll drop this off in the farm, and we will draw the episode to close at that point. And yeah, we will sort of close things down. This is basically the American Outback map. This is a heavily modified version of the map. We've changed quite a few things. We've added sort of features and stuff. I did mention that I was going to add the Seedmaster, and that I have added. Sorry, I added that overnight. Also added a seed store as well. I will basically add a fertilizer store as well. I've taken, in this case, as with some of the other things that I've borrowed for this map, from Stevie's maps, the essentially silos for the seed and the fertilizer that I'll be adding. The Seedmaster's the kind of Seedmaster mod by Farmer Andy, I think. He created it. Obviously, you know, this is a private version of the map, so I'm not going to be publishing it. It's there just for my enjoyment, and also you guys can watch. So, you know, these great mods by other people. You can Seedmaster, I think, is a placeable originally, so you can place it. The silos, however, are something custom essentially. They're not something you can install. There are plenty of the silo kind of mods that you can install, but this is not one of them. I need to fix this guy. I will. Right, so with that, we have unloaded our canola, our rape seed, and we're going to pop our Challenger 900 series into the shed, and we will finish the session up at that point. I'm just going to get into a nice little shot to sort of leave you with. But thank you for watching. This has been the American Outback, and this is part of our Let's Play series. If you like the episode, please hit the like button, and if you'd like to watch more of this series, please subscribe to the channel. And with that, thank you all for watching, and have a good day, and goodbye.